Okay guys, welcome back to my channel, and this is the second part of the how to make your own diamond painting series that I'm doing. You can tell by the title. This part I'm going to be showing you that I printed it out, and I'm going to show you how I cut it, and then I'm going to show you how to put it together. Now I redid this because, like I said, when I did it the first time, I mean, it was printed out like, y'all saw it on the first one. There's too many pages. So I went back and I did it. I mean, like I said, I don't know why it does that, but I took it down to like 13 inches, or 13 centimeters or something like that. I can't remember. But yeah, I had to adjust because that was just way too big. Y'all see it on the pages. Okay, so these are the pages that I printed out. I also had to refill my ink cartridge. I bought another color ink cartridge, but I went ahead and refilled the one I had too, just for this. So this is the legend that I printed out, and again, these are the codes. I also, some of the symbols might be different too, but well, they're the same symbols, but they're with a different color. So the symbols, the color, which it didn't print good. I mean, which is not going to be a big deal, and then the codes, and then the number of drills you're going to need for each one. And this is going to be really easy because the diamonds drills I'm going to be using from Diamond Dots, and approximately 2,000 drills come in each container. And I don't know if I told you this already, but if you go to Hobby Lobby and you go every other week, normally here in my Hobby Lobby, and I'm pretty sure it could be every Hobby Lobby, they go on a 30% sale, 30% off sale every other week. So they weren't on sale last week, but they will be on sale this week, which is Sunday. So I may try to go and get the drills for these. I'm not sure. That depends on how my Christmas shopping is going. But they're going to be on sale this week. And so right here, again, this is going to tell you how many drills we're going to, and you see that 310, I'm going to learn another 310. I most likely probably won't be able to get all of my 310 drills. I got other 310 drills anyway, so I'll probably use them all from Diamond Dots. But I'm going to only need about one jar of each one of these, except, well, no, I'm going to do one jar of each one of all 23 of these colors, because it's less than 2,000. Except 310, of course. So yeah, so this is probably not going to be a big present, but this is going to still turn out kind of big. Okay, so I'm going to get into cutting these out, and first I'm going to put it together so I know what goes where. And I'm thinking that is going to go there because there's the flower, start at the top of the flower, and then this goes right there, and then this one, let's see, and this one's next, because I had to resize it like a lot because it would have been like way too big, and this is a good size. I guess I should have took note of that. And then these are gonna go on the sides right here. These gonna go over here, and this one goes up here. Okay, so how I do this, oh, wait a minute, is I'm going to take this color, I'm just going to put them on top like this. That's the top stack, and this is the bottom stack. Alright, so I'm going to get my ruler. Now y'all could do this with with a ruler and a X-Acto knife, but it's more accurate for me in a straight line, because the thing about it is these lines have got to be straight, because you don't want this showing up in your diamond painting once it's finished, and you'll see a crack in the middle of it. So what I do first is I try to get as close to the line as possible without going over, and I'm not going to cut the bottom, I'm going to cut it down a little bit. I'm going to cut it down to, probably, this is going to be cut off anyway, but I'm going to leave as much as it is at the top here at the bottom. Well, wait a minute. Yeah, this is going to be, let's see, you can see the top of this. Yeah, this is the top of it. That's about the same width. So this is the top part with the top of the flower. It's gonna go here. So I'm gonna leave the same amount of space here that's on the top, and it's not really gonna make a difference because when I said I'll get finished with this, I'm going to be cutting it off anyway, because that's another step I'm going to show you when I actually get done with the diamond painting. Oh crap, I didn't measure that. Let's go back down to like 8.5. Sorry, no. So that's 8.5. Okay, now we're gonna go back to this. We're gonna leave this because no, we're gonna get to cut this off too, because this is gonna go this, and we're not gonna overlap it. But this is going to be end and end. I don't want any bulge in it. So this is I'm gonna be cutting these right up against each other. So I cut it as close to as I can, and then I slowly inch, or not inch, but by little as possible, so I won't go over that line. I don't care if it's like a little slither like that. You don't want to go over the line. I'm just gonna move it just a little bit. Just little slivers until you get it the way it should be. Let's see. And so see how close it is to that line without going over. Somehow this doesn't look like it's straight right there. But you still don't want to go over, so I'm going to make sure it's even right here, right here. Yeah. And I'm going to go back to this side. You're not going to have to worry about the side and the bottom, because those are going to be the edge of the actual diamond painting once you get done. So I'm going to slowly cut it down. See, little bitty slivers. Like I said, now if you're better at this and you don't want to go over, then somehow one end always gets cut off, and then the top or one side doesn't. Let's see. A little bit, and I think that's as close as I can get it. Let me see. Gotta be very careful. Like I said, if you can do this easier with a X-Acto knife and a ruler, then knock yourself out. But if you go over, you're not gonna. And I could do with a little white line there because the drill will cover that up. But you don't want to go over, because then you won't have enough room to put your drills. The space will be too small. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of them. I'm going to speed the camera, time lapse this, and speed it up so you won't have to watch me do all this. But now I'll come back and show you how to put it together once I get it all cut. Okay guys, so if y'all saw that a while ago where I had cut it too short, yeah, that might be a problem. Okay, but I got all the pieces cut. I'm gonna put it back together for you, see how it's gonna look. Nope, right here. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to finish cutting that piece. I'm thinking I probably cut that wrong. No biggie. No, that's the wrong piece. No, that's not even the piece I need. Okay, here we go. Yep, see I cut that wrong. Oh, did I? Yeah, I cut this piece wrong. This is going to be upside down, but I think I'm still going to go ahead and cut that down. And I just add the piece back out there so I have an edge over there. Not just going to matter because I'm going to cut it off anyway. I'll show you. I cut this the wrong way. It's going to be upside down. I'm not sure if I want to have it upside down or if I want to go ahead and cut it and put it on there like this and then just add another piece because this is going to be cut off anyway, so I think I'll go ahead and do that. I don't want my symbols upside down all wonky. This is going to be cut off anyway, so I cut off the wrong side. Let's see here. Now it's gonna be kind of hard, and I wish I could pick and choose which edge I want to print. I probably did that perfectly. I did. Oh, that's the first. Okay. All right. So I got that cut. Like I said, I'm gonna yeah, it's not gonna make a difference. Okay. So now I'm gonna break out your trusty packing tape. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 pieces at a time. That's gonna go there, and let's see, it goes here, here, and here. And you gotta see, this is how big it's gonna be. Like so. Oh, let me show you all the symbols again since I printed them out. Those are the symbols. You see that? Like I said, I redid it so the symbols are different from the one from the first video. Well, it's pretty much I did the same thing. I redid it so the symbols are different but the same colors. Okay, same amount of colors and everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these two, and then these two. Now, I'm going to set these aside. And we're going to start with these two first. And what I do is, alright. Now, normally, I don't let my tape go where I can't see the edge of it. I don't even know why that is like that. Get down to the clean stuff. Alright, so what I do first is I turn this over. Well, you know what? First, I'm going to do something else first, guys. I want to show you because this is what I do when I want to seal something and I don't want to smear if it get wet. It's not just going to be a problem if it get wet because, like I said, the one that I'm working on now, it got wet a little bit and it kind of, the ink bled a little bit, but when I went ahead and diamond put it, you didn't even see it. But I don't want that to happen again, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. And this is going to fix it so you won't have to worry about that bleed. I have another kind of this, but this is my favorite kind I like to use. I use this when I'm coloring, when I pastels, and I use as my fixative to fix it so it don't smear. This works the same way. So I'm just going to spray this. I'm going to take it outside because I don't want to spray this out because this is very toxic. It stinks, and you want to spray this in the well-ventilated area. So I'm going to step outside. I'm going to spray all these, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Got all those sprayed, and I just did a quick light coat. And I also do this because that's what y'all saw me if I looked at when I looked at my hand a while ago when I was cutting this. Even though it was time lapsed, the ink can rub off, and so I don't want it to smear. Again, not that it made a difference or anything, because the diamond drills would be covering it up, but I didn't want them smearing. So I'm gonna lay this out again like I wanted them to. Shoot, I gotta do it again. Okay, so these two, and where's the big piece? No, that's short piece. These two. These two and these two. Alright, so let me set those aside. I'm going to show you how I glue these together. Okay, now let's do this. Okay, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to flip this over, and I'm going to put it evenly in the middle, or try to lay it down smooth as possible. Not that it's going to affect the diamond painting on the front or anything like that, but I like to be neat. Alright. And this is what I hate what happens. Okay, so let me get my scissors. And then we're going to just cut this down. I'm going to leave a little bit because I'm going to fold it over. Again, this is not going to be a big deal because I'm going to be cutting off the edges once I get done with the diamond painting anyway. But we don't want none on this edge because, well, I mean, it's not going to make a difference because it's going to be behind the other piece anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do, got that down first, and you're going to lay this, and you're going to line it up, put it up together, and kind of like just lay it down. And we're going to, I see this what I'm talking about, because if I didn't spray this, then I can feel this coming off on my hands. So I'm going to try to get this buttered up and not overlapping, as close as possible. Oh. There. And this is kind of off at the bottom, but no big. Again, it's going to be cut off in when I get done with anyway. Okay, so now we'll get the next two pieces on the bottom. Same thing. Let me put this on something else. I know it's going to stick to it, but I'd rather have this on something else than this. Let's put it on the cleaner side. This is my craft mat, one of them. Just make sure I put this on the right side. And we're going to put it kind of like, I kind of like lay it, loop in the middle, and then lay it down so you won't get any wrinkles in it. But again, if you do, it's not going to be a big deal if you get wrinkles in the middle. And the tape, because it's not going to be seen, it's not going to affect the front part of the diamond painting. Again, we're going to butt this up against this. Perfect. Now you can see, I see tape. You can see if it's not buttered up because you can see the tape shine through. That's better. Okay, I'll cut a little bit off because I don't want it into my diamond painting. Not that it's gonna, I don't think it's gonna make a difference. The tape, if you fold it over and it covers part of the drill area, but you, I still don't want that in there. Alright, that, I'm going to leave that because we're going to be connecting this. Now we're going to bring these two pieces back in. And I didn't cut these down too much. I don't know why I think it's like my blade is crooked. Let's see that. Let's still see that wanked. And oh gosh, I can't stand it, and I want it off. So I'm gonna try. I hope I don't mess this up. I'm gonna get my ruler and my X-Acto and try to cut that out. Cause again, it seems like my blade is on my trimmer is crooked or something. I don't get a curve. Like it'll get the top and bottom, but it don't get the middle. So this is what happens. So I'm going to see if I can try to, and make sure you got a really sharp blade because you don't want to tear your paper. So I can still see it just a little bit. Oh man. I'll go over that. Okay. Now I'm not gonna make too big of a deal because again, this is something I'm gonna be doing for myself. So, it's not gonna be a big deal if I don't get it perfect. So again, we're gonna take this and we're just going to take this and we're going to butt it up against that to start at the bottom line of the drawer area, that black, and you're going to just get that as close to it as possible. So I think I cut that a little bit. I don't know if y'all can probably see that. I'm filling it with my fingers. And I cut that a little too much, but the thing about it is it's going to be up here and here, so you'll see a little gap, but my dress is going to cover that up. If you can see that tape, you can just see the tape right there in the middle. And sometimes you can hold it up to the light and you can see if there's a crack too. So there's a little bit of crack, but because it's meeting at the top and the bottom, when I put my dress here, it's going to cover this up. And again, I'm not going to make a big deal of it because this is going to be for me. Alright, so that's the bottom piece. Alright, now we'll go to the next two pieces. These two. This is going to go to the top. I'm going to start with this piece first because it is the smallest piece. And I don't want it going over the edge. I gotta make sure I put it down the right side. And I didn't. Gotta go down the other side. I'm just having a problem with this piece throughout the whole process. And look what I did. God darn it. I'm gonna see if I could fix this without having to print another piece, because the thing about it is I don't know if I'll be able to just print the other piece without printing the whole thing. I just can't. I don't think I can pick and choose what page I want to print. And again, I'm not going to be pressed about it because this is for me. But of course, if y'all do this, I would suggest you might want to go ahead and just print it out again. I want you to line it up as good as I can. Now, this is not turning to be a very good tutorial. And this is a part you got to be careful. So do as I say and not do as I do. Once I get this part down, then I will go back and I will put some glue in there. Make sure it's lined up good. Then I'll go in and put some glue in there to glue that part back down. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this down. And my little tube of glue is in the house, I believe. But no, I brought it back out. It's just in the bag. And I'm gonna put away there. Wait a minute, let me dig it. And I'm tired of digging. I'll just get another thing of glue. Just some tacky glue. Lay's tacky glue. So I know it's already open. Yeah. And that's another thing about this. If you were going to use poured glue or brushed on glue, you would definitely want to spray it, because you don't want the rubber glue you put on it to smear it. And this is not straight. It's not straight, guys. I'm just screwing this all up. This is gonna be the sucky part of the tutorial. Alright, so I'm just gonna try to put it up against that as much as possible. I probably should have colored that off. Well, that's what I messed up. I ended up cutting it. You know what? I'm going to start from this end. I'm going to make sure I don't tear the other piece. I didn't have this trouble the first time I did this. The other 2 times I did this. This is the only time I had this trouble. I'm going to start with this end, so I can line this up this way. That'll be easier. And I'm just, yeah, it is easier. Or at least it's supposed to be. Now, y'all might say this is more trouble than it's worth, but I promise you, if you render a good diamond painting and you actually do it and it comes out looking awesome, then you would change your mind and actually believe that it was all this trouble was worth it. And what I should have did, let's go ahead and put it on that piece. And you know what? I'm going to have to print another piece out. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, guys. Well, it wouldn't work. I have to come back to it because it's making me mad. So I'm just going to move it on along to the next piece. So we'll come back to that tiny piece. So, again, we got all this done. And now we're going to go to this piece. These two pieces. Two right top pieces. Left top pieces, I'm sorry. Okay. So we're going to put it here. I'm going to put the tape on this edge. Like lay it down and then roll it down, and that's how you get it so there's no, I got a little bit of a wrinkle in it, but rub it right out, no wrinkles. And pull this up. Okay, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to start from the top, put it up to that, line it up as good as you can. Now I have to say that little imperfections, they could possibly most likely get covered up with the drills. Well, that went down really easy. Okay, so now I'm going to fold that over. I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to get the next piece, and I'm going to put it down right here. In the middle, and it's like laid down in the middle. Let me show you. Kind of like lay it a little bit like that down the middle, and then just roll it down, and that ensures most of the time that you don't get wrinkles in your tape. But again, if you get wrinkles, not a big deal. It will not affect the diamond painting. With my scissors. That. Up. Oh. Crap. Okay. I know last time I did that, I just went ahead and cut those pieces off, these right here, and then I just put some more down. But I don't know why I'm making it hard on myself this time. I'm gonna go ahead and put that line up and go straight down. Perfect. Wait a minute, not perfect. No, it is. But still not. Just go up in just a teeny bit. There we go. Now we've got it. Okay. Well, now I'm still seeing shiny tape shining through, so. There, now I got it. I'm gonna fold this over. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. I don't want my scissors to fall into the floor. I'm gonna go ahead and cut these off, cause I go over it again anyway with tape. I secured more with tape. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cut these off, cause I'm thinking these are gonna give me a problem. But I want to put the top and bottom together. So I'm just gonna cut them off. I'll figure out what I do, just in case y'all have the same problem I did. I will figure out how to, hopefully I can figure it out, printing out the that little piece that I messed up, without having to print the whole thing again. Because if I had to print it out again, I'll just print the whole thing, and on the next one, I'll just leave this little piece off. It's not going to make a big difference. I probably should. You know, that's exactly what I'll do. If I can't get this part to print off, I'll just leave it off. That is what I'll do. Alright, so I'm seeing flaws here on the bottom that are kind of bugging me. I see a little bit of white. And a little bit right here. I don't know, like I said, it seems like my blade is crooked or something. Alright, now I'm going to have to do these two a little bit different because it's going to be kind of hard trying to get those pieces together. So, what I do first is I'm going to get my little roll of Scotch tape. I'm not going to try to lay it down first with the big tape first. So to make sure I get this lined up, I'm going to line it up so I can see it, because I want this to be lined up perfectly. So what I do is I get a little piece of tape. Let's cut this because it's too big. So I'm just going to put a piece here. We're going to do pretty much the same thing. We're going to do a smaller piece of tape. And this is just to hold it in place until you get the packing tape on there. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put another piece right here as well. Alright. So, I'm going to just make sure my camera's fine. Put this up as close as you can get it, or and then just go up. Now you could probably do it with smaller tape, like with Scotch tape, instead of using big tape if you don't want to use the packing tape to put the other pieces together. That's just initially what I start out with. Wait a minute. Pretty much lined up. Okay, now we got that together. Now we're going to get the bigger tape. And I'm going to roll it down in the middle. I might just go ahead and cut that off. I'm not going to worry about that other end. Gonna lay it down in the middle and then just roll it down. And then I'm gonna cut this in there just a smidge to wrap around the edge. soap. I'm gonna fold this over. And there we have it. So that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm not gonna worry about that little piece because it's not part of the image, so I'm just gonna take this off. That's a good thing on my part, but I'm still gonna try to figure out how hopefully try to figure out how to just print one section instead of printing the whole thing out. And if I figure that out, I will let you guys know. Now, because I want something on this edge, I'm going to go ahead and tape something down here. Because I want something to be here. Until I'm going to cut it off again anyway, but I want a border. So I'm going to get my... that's not big enough. I'll get this one. I'm going to cut a couple of pieces. Let me see. Not that it has to be. Yeah, I don't worry about it. I'm just gonna make it. One and one a third. 1 3/4 inches. Because this one piece is not gonna be big enough. 1 1/4 rather, not 1 1/3. Was it 1? Yeah, 1 1/4. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to do this time. I should have did it before. I'm going to do this skinny little piece with Scotch tape first. It got rolls in it, no biggie. Okay. Okay, now when I finish up, do the finishing up, the probably also would be going to be the last part of this, showing you how to put a border on this, to redo the border. That's going to be, I'm going to actually show you how to, I'm going to be doing that on my my other custom that I'm doing for my mother-in-law. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. This is not going to be a big deal because again I'm going to be cutting it off anyway. All this border is going to be cutting off because I want them numbers over there. So all this is coming off anyway. But I just want to be working on it with a border. That. So now I'm going to put tape on it again to make it a little bit more sturdier. And again, this is a 65 pound weight cardstock. Like I said, the other video, when I watched this, another YouTuber, she did it and she suggested 110 pound cardstock, but I did the first one on 110 cardstock, and now I did my second one, of which I'm working on now, which is way bigger. It is on 65 pound weight cardstock, and it's working fine. So this is going to be doubled up once I get it. I mean, even though you're not going to see the back of it when it's finished, I'm still going to redo the back just in case. Because I'm going to, you know, I just don't want the back looking ugly. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that one when I actually do that on the other custom that I'm already working on. And this just makes it stiffer. And I'm not going to go over the edge with this one. With this. another one right across the middle. This is just to make it sturdier. The tape so it won't fold as much. Because when I put the tape on here, I got a bubble. All I gotta do is prick it and bubble's gone. I'm not gonna do this because it's gonna get cut off again anyway. But there it is. And these lines, they won't show up. And that's overlapping. I might have to do it again anyway, guys. I might have to print it again anyway. Because I wasn't careful. I wasn't paying attention. I'm thinking when I put the tape down, the packing tape, it overlapped. So there's that. So the next part I'm going to be showing you is where I'm going to be putting double-sided tape on here. Okay, I'm gonna reprint it again because I don't like this. I overlapped it, and I might do it for my daughter. She likes Twilight too, and she won't care. And I'll try to fix it so that it will the drills will go down easy. Or I might not finish, I don't know. But anyway, when I come back and do this again, I'm going to have this all done again. I just want to show y'all that part, how I stick it together. And I'm going to be a lot more careful with it. And go ahead and print all of this out. And then the third part, I'm going to show you how I put the double-sided tape on here. Again, I might go ahead and do this because it's not going to take a lot of drills. It's going to take one pack of drills, one little thing of drills for all of these. One little jar of drills from Diamond Dots, and they're $1.99 at Hobby Lobby. And if you get them 30% off, then that makes them $1. I think $1.30 something. I can't remember, but yeah. I only buy the Diamond Dots when they're on sale, and they will be on sale this month. I mean this week. So yeah, I might do it. I don't know, but either way, if I do it, I'm gonna do this one in poured glue. Well, it's not gonna be poured glue. It's gonna be brushed on glue. I'm not pouring it, but I will. I'm going to be doing mine in double-sided tape, and I'll be showing you how to do that. So when I come back with this one, if I decide to finish it or not, I will do poured glue on one and double-sided tape on the other, because I'm not even liking this. My last one didn't do this, I think, because I overlapped it right here. So this is, it does lay flat, and this is not laying flat. This is all that I'm looking at, it's overlapping. So yeah, I'm just going to print another one. And like I said, when I do part 3, I'm going to have a whole new one of these. But I just want to show you again how I put it together. But that's what it looked like. And I'm again show y'all the drills. See how well that turned out. You see that? Clear drills. At least they're clear to me. Yeah. And I saved it so I won't have to redo this again. But that's it. Alright, thanks guys for watching, and y'all have a colorful day. Bye.